What it doing? How you doing? It's your boy Marty, repping ETM. That's Everything Matters. Your #1 pop culture spot. We'll be talking about any and everything, but most importantly, why it matters. I got my co-host here today, and his name is...
What's good, guys? It's Super Dave.
It's Super Dave. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me back.
Of course, man. Glad to be here. Glad to be here with the viewers and just doing this thing we call consistency. So we're here to bring you guys some news and some updates over the past week and a half. A lot of things been going on, right?
Yes, sir.
And these things and these times that we're in, these turbulent times as some people call them, it's very key that we stay up to date on our pivot and that we're always, stay a step ahead, right?
Yes, sir.
For various reasons. With that being said, if this is your first time with us, please like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate your support, and we don't ask for no donations. All we ask is that you help us get the YouTube algorithm in our favor, right?
Yes, sir.
We also want to say this is your second, third, and beyond time with us. Thank you, for choosing us to return to listen and support. And if we know you in person or whether we don't know you in person, thank you. You guys give us extreme motivation, extreme support, and extreme motivation again to keep going. I was trying to think of more words for you guys, but favor. You just make us want to keep going, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna do something a little different. In this video, we're gonna include the timestamps, which means that if you don't like some of the stuff we're talking about in this segment, maybe the next segment you might, or maybe the last segment, or however many we have. Also, it can get a little touchy today. We're going to talk about 3 different things, and we're going to keep it real simple. We'll give you a couple facts, and then, hey, we want to know you guys' opinion. So we're going to ask you guys a couple questions, and if you want to leave your opinion or your comment or just say anything about anything that we said or suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. With that being said, the first topic of the day will be choice versus no choice, Roe versus Wade. Second topic will be we have over 300 mass shootings in the U.S. alone today. It's pretty up there.
That's pretty bad.
Very bad. And the third topic will be Super Dave.
It's going to be the Maxwell being sentenced for 20 years with her involvement in the Epstein case.
Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell sentenced for 20 years for her involvement in Epstein's case. So with that being said, I guess there's no more time but to get into the first segment, right?
Let's go.
So 3, 2, 1. Choice versus no choice. Roe versus Wade. About a week ago, they overturned a very key case, and there's a lot of controversy with this case, y'all. So we're gonna give you guys some tidbits, what we think about it, and really just hop right in. So, Super Dave, choice versus no choice, Roe versus Wade. What do you think about the overturn of that?
Well, I ain't gonna take this long to think about this thought. Definitely took away free choice. I think America's moving away from that description of the land of the free, and now we probably moving more into a martial law type of deal with that, but we get more into detail with the mass shooting on that part. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully nobody who really has a choice in the matter don't get hurt from that, and like it don't create more like controversy down the line. But right. It's really unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. People have been protesting about this thing, and just to give you my 2 cents, especially in extreme cases or just regular cases like rape particularly, right? I feel like in those states that does it, and with the Supreme Court returning it, it's very controversial because say a 12-year-old, 13 or however, you don't even have to be young, just say you just get raped as a woman. And now you're left with a baby that, in those states you might not be able to not have. Now, regardless of whether we choose or not to choose, the taking away of the choice, it's like taking away some of free will and taking away, like you said, part of the home of the free and the brave and all that. So I can understand the uproar. I can understand the anger that would be felt because again, just taking that away sucks, right?
It does. Now, but it's choice too. So like, if you do like engage in sexual activities and you like know what you're doing, that is kind of different. But you know, still, you know,
the fact that you don't have the choice, right? But it is kind of different. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the choice.
You made that choice, so.
Right? But you know, before anybody hop on the case, we'll end this last part with the fact that they remove the choice in any situation. We think that that's extreme.
Yeah. Very
extreme, and that's a power move on the U.S. Gov side.
Yeah, definitely a power move.
Any last remarks for that?
I actually had it in my head. I lost it.
It's all good. It may come back. But leave in the comments below. What do y'all think? Choice or no choice? Or if you feel like you just want to have an opinion on why do y'all think they overturned that particular ruling? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. We can knock this segment out.
Oh yeah. If you do happens to like need an abortion, big companies are sponsoring their employees for abortions.
Which is crazy in itself.
Yeah.
When did big companies get the power
move to
do that?
A power move? That's how America is now.
Real quick, do you think it's because you know money changes laws? To be honest, whether they're fair or not fair, they're fair to keep a certain level of money in people's pockets full. Does that have anything to do with the overruling? You think?
Yeah, money has something to do with it. I think politicianal gain has something to do with it.
Of course. I think the fact that the companies are more involved in abortions now when they're not healthcare providers is like Bill Gates being the #1 expert on vaccines when he was a tech person. It's like, when does that ever cross over? When did he become the #1 leading expert with medical anything?
He predicted the pandemic 3 years ago. Or
4 or 5. Did he predict it or did he have it assisted? Predict or assist? Y'all let us know. We can knock this segment out, so deuces. Next topic, we got, there have been over 300 mass shootings in the U.S. alone. Right? That's staggering. And we're halfway through the year at that. Y'all, so with that being said, we're going to give you this article from the Washington Post made by Julia Leder, Kate Rabin, and Arthur Galosha. We're going to leave the link right here so you guys can read along and look at these facts from these statistics, and they're staggering. So Dave, what do you think alone? Just off of that, over 300 mass shootings.
That's ridiculous, first of all. Second of all, how many of those are black and white?
Great question.
Lastly, well, it's more of a question to you, the host of this show, and the viewers, if y'all got opinions on this.
Yeah, they always do.
I want to piggyback what I said in the first segment about the martial law. Do you think we're moving, like this is the gateway towards opening martial law in the United States?
Y'all let us know in the description. I said description, the comments. This is a very, very crucial topic. We don't have the black and white numbers, but we can assume. But let's give you some facts before we make any opinions or assumptions, right? According to this article, there have been over 300 mass shootings this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive, right? A link for that will be in that article. As of the July 4th shooting parade in Highland Park, that left 6 people dead and dozens injured, was one of 14 mass shootings in that weekend alone. Y'all know what that means? That means in that 3, maybe 4-day weekend, it was over 14 mass shootings. A mass shooting is defined as 4 or 5 more dead beyond the shooter. So if it's 6 people and the shooter is one of them, it's still a mass shooting. 4 or 5 more dead. That's very, very, very staggering. So we're going to go through, I don't know if y'all can see on the camera right here, but This article happens to give us the month by month, play by play, and the day by day. How many mass shootings? So in January 2022, there were over 34 mass shootings. 13 days out of that month with none, right? February, a short month, 36 mass shootings, only 8 days with none. March, there were 42 mass shootings, only 10 days with none. April, 57 mass shootings, only 9 days with none. May, 63 mass shootings, only 5 days with none. June, 65 mass shootings, only 6 days with none. And already in July, just as of the 4th, y'all, it was 17 mass shootings and 0 days with none. This is crazy.
Yes, sir. That's no joke right there.
Like, if y'all think I'm lying, I'm going to include it. It's right here from the Washington Post and the Gun Violence Archive. Thoughts on that too, Dave?
Like I said, is it a gateway to martial law with all the guns laws being now less strict and more lenient towards the public figures? Like, it's just going to get worse. This is the beginning, man. It's not going to get better, especially now with the laws going, with the gun laws.
What do y'all think? Is it going to get worse before it gets better, or is it just going to get worse? Let's give you real quick a couple more stats. It said mass shootings have been on the rise in recent years, which is very true. In 2021, almost 700 incidents occurred. A jump from 611 in 2020 and only 41.7 in 2019. Before that, mass shootings haven't topped 400 since they started tracking them in 2014, and they are the Gun Violence Archive. It seems right now, and if I look at the year-to-year statistics, that the warmer months obviously get more mass shootings, but just the rise in the year, from January each time to July, it's been from 34 to 36 to 40s to 50s to 60s. Like, it really jumped each time. So hopefully we'll have more days in the coming cold months. And I don't know about the martial law thing quite yet. I do agree with you. Like, this is moving towards something, y'all. It's not every day that you really take notice of something like this until we see it on the news, or you live in an area or you're affected by somebody who died from that, or you know, maybe you went to that school or that movies or wherever it happens at. But one last thing I want to say, some people say mental health, right? I don't think that's just mental health. I mean, it's evil. Obviously you can have something wrong with you, but for you to pre-plan and be able to get the right amount of guns and ammunition and carry things out, you're very sane enough in the mind to do that.
Yes, you are, and have those, and well, there's people been reported that are actually still alive after conducting the mass shootings.
Right.
So you know, it's like not just mental health. It's
right.
Obviously something's more underneath
the surface. It's very, very sinister, and a lot of times people like that, like they claim insanity. Instead of saying they snapped in the moment, they like this claim insanity and try to work with that in the court. But you wasn't insane when you did it. You was very, very sane enough to be able to carry out your orders and your plans to a T.
Anytime you calculate like how you gonna do a mass shooting, how's that insanity? You calculate your precise location,
you're checkmating
the type of guns you're using, how many people going to be there,
the resistance you have to face.
Trust me, if it's insanity and you just snap at the moment, you just go get a gun.
Yeah,
pow, pow. It doesn't matter.
And you're not going to drive 3 hours away in some cases to a specific location. You're going to go to the closest, most current spot. And some people say, well, what about the fact they killed their family first? Like, if you don't give an F about your fam, or somebody who was there for you or raised you, like a grandma, mother, father, whatever, and you go kill little kids, then I can see you definitely don't care about little kids.
Right.
Which have done nothing to you. Or a community which you didn't grow up in, which has nothing to do with you or your upbringing. So let us know what y'all think in the comments for that particular thing. Is it evil? Is it mental health for those who want to say that? Is it sinister things happening? And why do y'all think it's on the rise? Like, let us know in the comments, and we'll do our best to address anything. And if you just want to say your opinion, freak it. Say your opinion, because at this point, something needs to be said. Something needs to be said. Then we can knock out that particular topic.
Yes, sir.
So, topic. Third topic. Super Dave, go ahead and start us off.
Well, this topic involves Miss Maxwell,
Mm-hmm.
who, if y'all haven't heard, was sentenced recently for 20 years for her involvement in the Epstein case. If anybody are not familiar with the Epstein case, pretty much Epstein got a checklist of certain celebrities who has been involved with sex trafficking.
You got a little black book, y'all.
Yeah.
And that black book shows you who been on them jets and on them plane rides. And you'd be surprised what we gonna tell you a couple of the people that was on there.
One of my favorite comedians from Rush Hour.
Oh, you want to tell them right now?
Go ahead.
No.
I didn't know we was on. Okay, my bad.
If you want to tell them.
My opinion on it first. Let me give you my opinion on this first. It's nothing new. We know, like, certain people have certain privileges, and like, with the more money you have, there's certain things you can get away with for so long till you're not on the get along club.
Go along to get along?
Yeah, go along.
Shout out to Mama's Cooking and Kwame Brown.
Yeah, shout out to Kwame. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's unfortunate, like, that it came down to this, but it was eventually going to come down to it. It's only so long you can get away with stuff, to be honest. R. Kelly found out the hard way.
I'm going to give y'all this facts from justice.gov. Helene, however you say her name, Maxwell sentenced to 20 years in prison, right? For conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse minors. Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced that Helene Maxwell was sentenced today in Manhattan federal court by United States Circuit Judge Allison J. Nathan to 240 months in prison for her role in the scheme to sexually exploit and abuse multiple girls with Jeffrey Epstein over the course of a decade, at least over the course of a decade, right? Maxwell was previously found guilty on December 29, 2021 following a 1-month jury trial of conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. And a lot more conspiracy. I can go through the whole thing. I'll let y'all read that. But what y'all came for is a few of the celebrities who was listed on the black book. So, Super Dave, go ahead and tell them one of the ones that shocked you the most.
Yeah, Mr. Rush Hour himself, Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
I sure too know.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie. And according to Fox News, which is, you take this with a grain of salt, y'all. Chris Tucker was one of the ones that the pilot of Jeffrey Epstein, the one who was helped transporting these people, saw and listed as one of the people that was there. The pilot's name is Lawrence Paul Vyssotsky Jr. And he took the stand on Tuesday when she was sentenced. When Maxwell, was sentenced. Vyssotsky worked for the late convicted sex offender between 1991 and 2019. That's a pretty long period of time, right? He was questioned by Maxwell's defense attorney and revealed a laundry list of celebrities who were allegedly guests on Epstein's private plane. I wish the Department of Justice, the DOJ, would release this information. Elon Musk said he wished they would release the information too. Yeah, Miss Maxwell was sentenced to 20 years in prison. And they're making it sound very, very light, very lenient, right?
Yeah.
They're making it seem like it's not that bad that she did this or got caught doing this, but yet sentenced to 20 years. Regardless, though, y'all came here to find a list of the celebrities. Super Dad, you go ahead and reveal one of the most surprising ones to you.
Unfortunately, this is going to raised a lot of people's heart, especially if you're a Rush Hour fan. Friday.
Comedian fans.
Yeah, comedian
Def Jam, all that.
Yeah. Apparently Chris Tucker had some involvement in this.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yes, speak up.
Chris Tucker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker. And who revealed these things? Jeffrey Epstein's pilot in the case with Helene last Tuesday revealed his name is Lawrence Paul Visosky Jr. So not only did he take the stand Tuesday in her sex trafficking trial, but he worked for the late convicted sex offender between 1991 and 2019.
So what made him snitch now?
Well, he had to take the stand, and he not only revealed that name, but he also revealed Kevin Spacey, actor and Oscar winner. Kevin Spacey, if y'all don't know him, we'll drop a picture. He also was separately accused of sexually assaulting minors in multiple lawsuits. One was filed by actor Anthony Rapp, another plaintiff, who both alleged that Oscar winner sexually assaulted them in separate incidents when they were 14. Chris Tucker, back in 2005, testified in Michael Jackson's child molestation trial, calling the child cunning, right? Said he was really smart and he was cunning at times, and his brother was definitely cunning. It's definitely different, right? And the last person we'll reveal to y'all is Prince Andrew. For those who don't know, his old ass is Queen Elizabeth's second son, and it was listed as a passenger on Epstein's jet. Virginia Giuffre, says she was flown around on Epstein's plane with Maxwell when she was a teenager, claims that she was sexually assaulted by Prince Andrew. The 61-year-old British family member denies the allegations. A lot of these celebrities will deny the allegations, but there's a black book that was leaked at one point in time and really quickly snatched off. Showed a list of a lot of these celebrities' names who were on these passenger jets and rides to these islands. The Department of Justice, aka the DOJ, we hope they will release this information one of these days, because if you're going to accuse people and then you're going to have people in trial for it, it's like the dominoes will start to fall.
Yeah.
And once the dominoes fall, you don't have a solid house. Once you don't have a solid house, people are going to do what?
Try to break it down.
And they're going to fend for themselves. A couple of other names just to list who was on these plane or passengers was U.S. Presidents Bill Clinton and Donald Trump,
Of course.
Senator George Mitchell and John Glenn, and a legendary violinist Ishaq Perlman. These are just a few of the names besides Hillary Clinton as well, and others that were listed on these passenger itineraries. I think the most important thing is this. If these names happen to get off, what will happen then? Will we, as people who follow these celebrities and things like that, give them any more light to shine? Will we really continue to waste our time and to look at these guys with admiration? Because why do we even look at them anyway? Because they're put on the pedestal for us to see.
If you ask me that question, celebrities are always going to have their groupies.
Their fans.
Yeah.
But
and it depends on how much power they lose and how much ideal the new media nowadays put on that celebrity. Like the way they put it on R. Kelly,
right,
made him to lose his power.
Right.
Because R. Kelly in the '90s, nobody could touch
and
him.
2000s, they really put it on R. Kelly.
Yeah, but it
I
all
think
depends on the media and
right,
like how they sway it into to make it the public the enemy, to make the justice system do something about it.
Right, or how much public awareness they can garner for that particular thing. Shout out to Elon Musk, who actually said the same thing. He wishes the DOJ would release that little black book of lists. We're going to keep it short and sweet, y'all. So if you like the content, you want to keep going, if you have any tips, anything, please take this time to like the video, share the video to at least a friend, text, IG, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. If you're not tuning into our live video, you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, thank you for your support. Your streams, your listens are keeping us going up, and we're going to be, very grateful. We don't need no donations at this time. We just want more support. We have just reached 100 subscribers. Thank you all again. With that being said, it's your boy Marty Marr with
Yo, Super Dave.
repping ETN. That's Everything Matters. Your #1 pop culture spot. We talk about any and everything. Most importantly, why it matters. With that being said, ETN out.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do? Y'all ready?